Battle lines were drawn live on Talk TV when presenters Joe Wheeler and James Billy violently clashed over the shocking case of Lucy Connolly's imprisonment. Wheeler unleashed a furious defense of the stay-at-home mother jailed for a deleted tweet, while Billy systematically defended the court's decision in a brutal war of words that divided the studio. The explosive confrontation reached its peak when Wheeler dropped the bombshell allegation that Keir Starmer watched it happen without intervention, a claim that left viewers stunned as the presenters' ideological battle over free speech versus accountability erupted into open warfare. Watch the clip. Before this, I want to say a big thank you to all our supporters who helped us reach our very first 1,000 subscribers. That achievement truly means a lot and inspires us to keep giving you our best. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do it now. Most people who watch our videos aren't actually subscribed. We know life gets busy, but subscribing is completely free and it really helps us grow. Our next goal is 3,000 subscribers, and with your support, we can get there even faster. You can also support the channel by checking out the links in the description, where you'll find some valuable books. They cost you no extra, but each purchase gives us a small commission that helps us improve our content. Thank you so much for being part of this journey.
Even stand against the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, in the election. Let's talk to Joe Wheeler and James Bilby on the debate desk about what they think about what Lucy Connolly has been saying. James?
I think it's a very difficult issue. I think the issue is about freedom of speech, essentially. But I think there's a difference between freedom of speech or free speech and licence. So if you want to speak freely, as everybody has the right to do, actually enshrined under the EHCR, you need to be held accountable for what you say. And what she wrote in that tweet was very crass. It's not something that anyone...
And in fairness to Lucy Connolly, she herself has said she shouldn't have sent it and it was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, that somehow Keir Starmer influenced the court's decision. Which
Did he not? I mean,
that's not the case.
You don't think that's the case?
No,
so when the Prime Minister,
not.
who's a former Director of Public Prosecutions, stands up and says that he wants justice to be swift and he wants sentences to be long, that's not influencing judges.
Well, that's not legal. That's just his opinion, isn't it? He doesn't
He's the
write
Prime
law,
Minister.
But he hasn't set the sentencing.
But that's what happened as a result. So there's no link between the two?
I don't think there is.
She got a long sentence for what she did. Come on, James.
I'm not sure I agree. I think that
being a bit cross. She deleted it just a few hours later. This was a woman, she stayed at home. She was a stay-at-home mother with a child. The rest of the world goes on about mental health. You know, sorry, the snowflakes out there, but, you know, we call people snowflakes because we're too sensitive. And no...
Keir Jones pleaded not guilty, went to a jury trial. I mean, I'm a big believer in jury trials, as we all are.
The point as well was that Lucy Connolly was held on remand. She was also told, as Joe correctly says, she'd be home by Christmas. That was bad advice from her, well, it was a punt from her legal team. She's talking about suing various people, including the police. The two, I mean, you're right, there are legal differences, but when people simply look at the outcomes of this, they'll look at Hugh Edwards not imprisoned, for example, for having paedophilic images, and somebody who sends a tweet later deleted that she shouldn't have sent. It was a horrible tweet, a crass tweet. I wouldn't have sent it. I wouldn't say anybody should send it. No. She nonetheless was sentenced to 31 months. Nigel Farage says that you are a symbol of Keir Starmer's authoritarian, broken, two-tier Britain. What do you make of that?
I totally disagree. It's playing politics with the sentencing decision.
She wasn't saying burn them down. She was saying if... you know, for all I care. But like I say, there should be some compassion for a woman who's lost a child and is about to be denied access to her existing child at a very young age. Whoever was responsible for that sentencing has a heart of stone, and I hope they wake every single night for the rest of their lives.
What should Joe, what do you think Lucy Connolly should do now?
I'd certainly sue a legal team.
Yeah.
Start with that. I do think she was a political prisoner. I do think that Keir Starmer watched that happen if he didn't influence it, and he could have stepped in at any point. Yeah, anybody could have stepped in at some point, but they didn't. They put her in the...
This is perhaps, sorry, I don't want to put words in your mouth, Joe, but the point is that I mean, Keir Starmer had an influence on the legal process. You deny that happened. I just don't think that's true, James, but I want to give you another chance.
He had his views, and he expressed his views, but the sentencing is based on legal precedent. The court don't take into account...